killed Pike.
I know, he deserved it.
So, what's in store for Octavia, or what do you hope to see for Octavia's character for next season?
Yeah, Octavia had a really rough season this year. That Romeo and Juliet romance that the fans love so much came to an end. I think, personally, as an actress, I think that it ended in it was serviced. They just made such epic sacrifices for one another since the beginning to ensure each other's survival. He taught her how to fight, how to be a warrior, how to survive, you know, where to fit in, and that's within herself, instead of her being so concerned on, like, you know, where to categorize herself. So when he, you know, sacrificed himself to ensure the survival of his people and her as well, it all came in full circle. It was almost Shakespearean the way it ended, because they were a forbidden romance since day one. So as sad and tragic as it was, I think it was really beautiful at the same time.
From the beginning, when she came up out of the floor,
Yeah.
it seems like first she's been trying to figure out where she fits within the system there, and she went heavily grounded.
Yeah.
Like 100%. And
Yeah.
it feels like she's still looking for a place to belong.
Yeah.
So would you say, is that part of it, that she's just really looking for some place that she fits?
Right.
Because she does everything 100% and passionately.
Yeah, she's a really emotionally impulsive, reactive person. You know, I can relate to making bad decisions. I pretty much do it every 28 days, impulsively, emotionally. I think the women know what I'm talking about.
I got into so many arguments with idiots about the fact that they hate Raven, they didn't understand her actions. They're like, she lived on the floor for 16 years. That's going to impact you.
Yeah.
And you're not an archer. And everyone's like, they're your people. And I'm like, no, they're not. Can you talk
No. Octavia doesn't trust her own people at all because, you know, she had to be hidden under the floor as a second child growing up. And then when she was caught, they floated her mother, and she just was treated like an outsider from her people since day one. So it was really hard for her when Lincoln wanted to stay with them, especially after Pike's dictatorship and all the horrible things he was doing to the Grounders. And he would never be an Archer, you know, so she knew he'd be unsafe.
That's why I was always perplexed about Bellamy's loyalty to the Archers, because his life was just as impacted as well.
Yeah.
And is there, I hate Bellamy, I'm just going to throw that out there, but is there any hope for Octavia and Bellamy to get back together?
Yeah, I mean, of course, they're Blakes at the end of the day. They're family. They have a unique relationship that none of the other Archers have, because they're siblings. But that's the thing that the fans like to see. It's like any sibling dynamic duo, you know? They scrap, they come together, they scrap. I have a giant scar on my forehead that my brother gave me when I was 4. You know, you fight, you argue. It's just so happens that on the 100, the stakes and the stuff you fight about is just pretty intense. It's survival and not about, like, who gets the craft dinner and I want the last scoop. It's just
And also,
higher stakes.
he spent so much of his life basically protecting her.
Yeah.
She doesn't need protecting anymore.
Not anymore, but I think because she's the youngest, he's always going to think that she does need that protecting. But Lincoln showed her how to protect herself. And now that's the only thing that Octavia is really good at. She's really good at killing people quickly and efficiently. And she's good at being a warrior. You know, the rest of her peers, we got the mechanics, we got the doctors. That's Octavia's job. And for the first 2 seasons, she didn't know what her job was or how she fit in. And now she knows. She killed Pike, and she thought that would put a Band-Aid on that hole in her heart, but it didn't, and you're going to see her take a really dark turn next season into some pretty ugly pastures. Octavia becomes an assassin with a group of people that you guys are all very familiar with, but I can't tell you who. And to use her skill set to the best that she can.
And what do you hope happens next season, or what do you hope to do as a character, or just as an actress? Like, are there any stunts or scenes?
Yeah, I feel so lucky to play Octavia because I learned to, like, you know, sword fight on horseback. It's kind of a joke, like, and I can put that on my tax return. I have the best job ever. But yeah, she's gonna explore that skill set on a whole another level next season and do some pretty dark stuff to try to mend the hole in her heart. And she goes rogue.
And then, are we going to have you read the script and do you know what
I
kind
read
of
the
character
first
we're
one.
gonna-
Do you want it?
Yes. I want it right now.
Yeah.
So, and what was your favorite moment or seeing the shoot last season?
My favorite moment to shoot. Oh, okay, here's a funny story. So when Octavia's cleaning the horse's hoof and trying to tell Lincoln that we should go to Luna's clan, and he's like, no, we should stay here. And I'm like, it's a horrible idea. So when I was kneeling beside the horse that night, which was like 4 in the morning, the horse kept getting a massive erection. Can I say that? Okay. And like they had to keep changing the camera moves because it looked like it was headed right for my head. And like so I hit it with a stick because that's what the guy who taught me how to ride the horse told me to do. Because sometimes it happens on camera. So Ricky was just laughing. I'm supposed to be crying in the scene, and finally, because I was like, you can only try to cry so many times before it's like over. At least with me, anyway. So I just grabbed a stick and I was like, I gave it a little flick. Everyone was just dying laughing. That's what happens when you work with animals, I mean, they're animals. Yeah, they're not like dogs where you tell them to sit or whatever and they do it. But yeah, that was pretty funny. Awkward. Funny.
When you work on some of the art scenes and stuff, do you take that baggage home with you?
No.
You just leave it right at the door and you can walk right out of it.
I have a memory like a snap piece, so literally it goes in, I do it, and it's gone. So I always freak out with Jason before we come to these things. I'm like, I need a crash course. Tell me what Octavia did. Because that was like a year ago now that we shot half of this, right? So I got a good memory, but it's short. So, yeah, I'm okay. I don't need Xanax or anything. Yeah.
So I feel like we've come so far with Octavia as a character. Is there any chance that you could see Octavia in the near future or longer future being a mentor to someone else? Considering she's come so far, she's been taught, and now she could be a teacher.
I feel like these things would come full circle. It definitely came full circle between her and Indra. When Indra was feeling injured and the war was just too overwhelming, and she gave Indra that same pep talk that she taught her to begin with. So I thought that was a really nice scene between me and Adina. I love working with her. She's such an amazing woman.
All right, guys, I gotta steal her away. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.